Well, some trends that I've kind of seen, since I started here, we used to sell more of our product to smaller grocers and brokers, but a lot of that business is being pushed towards your big box stores. Once they've really entered the grocery market, I think that's changed the sweet corn market overall. Just kind of changes the leverage and the factors that are at play there. And then as far as kind of the consumer experience, I think that the industry is going away from as much traditional bulk corn and it's heading more towards a tray pack or some kind of value added product. So that's going to be interesting to see how we adapt to those consumer preferences going forward. Now, as far as timing of the market and things like that, in the past few years, you and I talked about how Memorial Day used to be a really big corn season in Florida, but it's gotten more to where it is drifting up to Georgia, and so a lot of the volume is now coming out of Georgia for that big Memorial Day push. So those are kind of some things, just from the market side of things. My top two concerns are really about people. So, as the industry is kind of transitioning now to the next generation, I'm getting concerned, and we all are, about finding the right people to be the advisors and the leaders on our farm, especially in rural areas. I think it's really difficult to attract people that are both interested in agriculture and have kind of the right higher level skills to be able to take on some of those management roles. So that's people problem number one. People problem number two is something that I've heard from a lot of other farmers. It's on those non-management roles. Those are getting more and more difficult to fill. And I'm talking about, whether that be full-time equipment operators or our harvest workers that are seasonal. And we're seeing this in both Florida and Georgia. I would say more so, it's more difficult in Georgia. It's a much smaller talent pool in our rural town here. We do not have a stable domestic workforce that has that combination of skill and interest. And we've been able to get by using H-2A workers, and they've been a boon, they've been a blessing. That they're filling those roles and they're doing a great job. But getting them here and making sure that we're following all of the regulatory requirements, that's a huge use of our resources. And so I haven't in the past few years seen very much movement on that. And I would like to see more change from both. We're going to have to innovate on our own in the industry, and we're going to have to really work a lot with our government counterparts to help them understand the situation that we're in.